called it a day in the life. So here it is. I'm washing clothes. It ain't very exciting. Just washing clothes. Remind me to tell y'all something in just a minute about that story I posted yesterday. There was some that didn't like it. For it to be just me and Chris, I have no idea where all these clothes come from. But we tend to have a lot. Guess that'll be enough. You should see my laundry room. You should see my house. It's a mess right now. I was outside drinking a cup of coffee and Cindy called. So I've been on the phone with her talking. Because we talk all day long. Several times a day. Coffee got cold. So I'm going to go outside and show you what I was doing when she called. I can't believe I did this. But I did. Ain't nobody else did it. I did it. You would not believe it. I'll be right back. I was sitting on the back porch listening to the birds, drinking a cup of coffee when Cindy called. And let me tell you what I did. Now, I cannot believe I did this. The other day I was working in the pool because remember I told you that I asked the boys to take the pool cover off so that I could, start getting the pool ready. And I didn't take into consideration the pollen had not fallen yet. So the day that I took it off, it's like 2 hours later, cue the pollen, it started falling. Well, I actually was working on it and I was cleaning it. I got in there, it was cold. Me and the kids, they got on the pool steps. And so they, got up to like their belly buttons. And I was down in the pool, cleaning it, vacuuming it out and everything. And I remember, the vacuum is like, goes by suction. Well, anyway, yesterday, I went to check the mail out on the front porch. And I noticed that my neighbor had something was pouring down her driveway. And I had my little moo-moo dress on and I pulled one of those Gladys Kravitz moments and I eased over there to her driveway to see if what was coming out from under her garage door. And her driveway was just flooded. And it had rained, but my driveway wasn't flooded. And I thought, well, it looks like it stopped. Whatever was draining from her garage door has stopped. So I just took my nosy self back inside and I didn't say anything else to her. I didn't say anything to her at all. And then yesterday I was playing with Clifford. He wanted to play tools in the back room, in my craft room. So I was working with my cards because somehow I got all my card decks all messed up and I was sorting them out. And Clifford said, I think I want to go outside and play now. I said, well, Pop can take you outside to play. So they come in the backyard here. And Clifford run back inside and he said, honey, honey, honey. And he did this. He says, there's this much water in the pool. So what was draining in front of my neighbor's house down her driveway was my pool. I had somehow inadvertently drained my pool. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. It's going to cost an arm and a leg to fill that back up. I don't know how I did it. Because when I was out there the other day when we were in the pool, I know I drug that hose back inside. But some reason. And I don't remember coming back out here to do anything. Because it's been cold and rainy. But since I was the last one to do the vacuum, it had to be me. Let me show you. See? drained it. Drained it. Of course, I got to scrub the sides anyway, so Chris said it works out. It'll just work out. But that hose there, you know, for some reason, one end of it was, excuse me, still over the side of the pool. I don't know. I have no idea. But that's about right. If the Baylesses didn't have bad luck, they wouldn't have any luck at all. But it's nice outside today. I can't wait for it to warm up because I'm going to get in that pool. And I'm going to finish getting them pine straws and those little things that come off the pine trees and pine cones and leaves. I'm going to get all that out of there and I'm just going to start filling it up. Cannot believe I did that. It's going to cost an arm and a leg to fill that pool back up. Right here at Alaska time. Right here at Alaska time. Now, speaking of Alaska, we have started packing our suitcases. Just little things like our toiletries that we're going to use. I got little convenient kits, what Walmart calls them. They're like $8, and it has the little deodorant and the little mouthwash and a little toothpaste to put in our carry-ons, because you're supposed to pack carry-ons as if their big luggage gets lost. You always put a change or two of clothes in your carry-on, and you always pack as if your luggage is going to be lost. So you'll have at least a couple of things of clothes to get, that way maybe your luggage will get back to you. But Cindy's doing the same thing right now. She's doing the same thing, packing her luggage. I cannot believe we're going to Alaska. I cannot believe we're going to Alaska. Here, let me show you my luggage. Just overlook my house. This morning I made cinnamon rolls. They're right there. Hadn't even put them up. Chris said, I'm gonna need a little more something stronger than these cinnamon rolls. There's Cliff. He wanted to play with his cars yesterday too. But all right, here is our luggage. And I have been packing away. I've got these are little convenient kits. Now, let me turn around. That's Chris's. And then here's mine. And then I said, I've got to have Band-Aids because y'all know Chris. Y'all know him. But we got little, like, I don't know, I got my little Lysol, and then I got my little Clorox wipes, which is funny because Cindy was doing the exact same thing. She showed me hers. But the other day, I was, I've been stressing about this luggage because when my sister was moving and getting a divorce and everything, we sold everything we had in the attic. One, because I knew I wanted to clean the attic out, and it was the perfect time. I'd just give it to her, and she could sell it, and it helped me out, and I wouldn't have to bother with the garage sale. So I gave it to her, and we sold all my suitcases and everything because we weren't going to travel. I mean, we can't afford to travel. But when this Alaska trip come up, it's like, we don't have luggage. And I found this luggage at Ross. Look. It's Samsonite. And I got this one, that one, and that one over there. And then this duffel bag. I am so excited. Now, we had the other two. We had this Samsonite here. And then this one here. The little, it's actually a, what do you call it? Electronics bag or something like that. But I use it as a toiletry bag because it has all the little slots and stuff. But that's it. That's what I've been doing this morning. Nothing fancy. Now I'll get back to my story yesterday. There were some people that didn't like it. But it was just a funny. I just made a funny for y'all. I laughed about it. I actually wrote that story, like 2013, 2015, something like that. And when I was looking up The Unexpected Family to do another chapter on that, I saw that and I said, oh, I am going to tell y'all about that story. But anyway, I think I lost a subscriber yesterday. I went down to 69 66. Yeah. Like, oh well. I can't win them all. Can't win them all. So I'm going to take these little cinnamon rolls and I'm going to put them under his little glass dome. He'll eat them for his pre-breakfasts because heaven forbid a cinnamon roll is an actual breakfast. And this is what I talk about when I say under the dome. I usually keep it over here by this coffee pot, and in the morning times he gets up way earlier than I do. And he will have pre-breakfast. All right, guess that's it right now. I did post a chapter. I just got through with it before I called Cindy, or actually before Cindy called me. And it should be posted now. They just checked it to make sure there was no issues with it. And so it should be out now. Hope you enjoy it. If not, y'all let me know. I can't believe Honey let the water out of the pool.
You can definitely reach it.
Yeah.
Green.
This is a good time to clean it.
Uh-huh.
Now
I know.
you're touching our clothes that are our hands.
I know.
So you touching my shoes. This one.
That's so funny.
I'm walking in it. I'm walking in it.
Cliff,
What?
with that wall right there. This one where it's dirty.
Hey.
There you can.
He's cleaning the pool.
We are cleaning the pool. That is right.
It's empty.
Yes.
I'll live now.
It's getting clean. You scrubbing the walls, aren't you? That wall looks so good over there.
I can do the pool.
We got to do that side over there, too. Well, you just don't ever know what our day's gonna have happen. Look, who's that back seat back there?
Say hey.
Hey, where are we going, guys? Yeah, I was gonna make Italian pie. I done told Chris I'm making Italian pie for supper, but Eli had babysitting duties because Rebecca was in Kalamazoo, I don't know where, and Nathan was in somewhere else for his business, and we were like, okay. So Eli, he was in charge of field trips today, and then he was also in charge of the kids after school. Well, the kids talked him into coming to my house because I had ice cream.
I don't know.
And of course Eli called. He says, Mom, do you have ice cream there that's vanilla? And I said, yes, I do. She said, well, they have told me you have got like 1,000 ice creams there and they want one. He said, is it okay if we come over? And I said, well, of course, always. So he come over, and the kids, swam in the pool in the little bitty water that was in there while I cleaned.
Alrighty, this is backwards.
Oh yeah? Well, we'll fix it in a minute. So anyway, so then they had a babysitter, and Eli took them to the babysitter, and then
I had school.
yeah, you had school, and then the babysitter left at 4:30, so Pop got on the golf cart and went and got them. What, dear?
My bottom not even buckled.
What? Get buckled right now.
Do I need to pull over?
Daddy got to do that.
She knows how to buckle it. Girl,
Daddy's supposed to do it.
you gonna get the law's gonna stop us.
Are you buckled down?
Yeah, she's buckled. I heard it click.
Daddy did mine.
These kids gonna cause me to start drinking, I think. So anyway, after the babysitter was done, Chris got on the golf cart and went and got them, and they went for another swim. And Nathan just pulled up, and Rebecca's about 15 minutes away, coming back from wherever it was she had to go to. She had a big job today. And now we're gonna go eat dip. You're hot? I'll turn the air conditioner on. All right, you just never know. You just never know. We're gonna go eat dip. Good morning. Chris just left for work. It's Thursday. today I have to take Mother to the doctor. Yesterday, she called me and she said, I need you to make a grocery order for me. And I said, okay, what you need, Mom? I need toilet paper. And I said, Mom, I brought you toilet paper just a few days ago. I brought you 8 rolls of toilet paper. Well, I don't have any. What'd you do with it, Mother? I don't know. Maybe you think you brought me paper towels, because I got paper towels. No, ma'am. Friday morning, before my doctor's appointment, I ran you 8 rolls of toilet paper. And she said, well, I can't find it. So, you know, we try to set Mother's apartment up to where if we're on the phone, we can say, okay, Mother, look in this drawer right here, because that's where your socks are. Or look in this closet right here. That's where your shirts are. Or look in this little closet here. That's where your towels and washcloths is. But she gets in there and she rearranges it. And then, you know, Terry will go back, because Terry loves a clean house. And Terry will go back and rearrange it back like it's supposed to be, so that we can help Mother find stuff when she calls. And so I went through all the places that I knew of to help Mother look. I said, Mother, look under your bed. And she'd get down on the floor and she said, it's not there. I see some green tea, but I don't see no toilet paper. I said, okay, look in the closet under the sink, the cabinet under the sink. No, it's not there. I said, okay, look in the cabinet under the refrigerator. Okay, hang on. And it's not there. I said, well, look over there where you normally keep your washcloths and stuff. The one by the air conditioner. Okay, hang on. And she'd go look. She's not there. So I went through all the places that I could think of where it could be. And it is gone. There is no toilet paper there at all. Now that was like, what, 4 days ago, 5 days ago? So it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah. What is today? Hang on, let me see what today is. Yeah, today is Thursday. So that was, I took it to her Friday, and she had toilet paper. She had a big roll of toilet paper. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This was yesterday. So 5 days. There's no way she could have gone through 8 rolls of toilet paper. But she already had one, so that would have been 9 rolls of toilet paper. So anyway, I called down to the office, and I said, look, I know I brought toilet paper. I know I did. Right before my doctor's appointment on Friday. I said, will you go down there and look in all Mom's little closets and cabinets and see if you see it? And I text Terry and Carla, and Terry said, yeah, I saw a whole roll. But Terry must have seen the paper towels, because she does have paper towels. She likes her own paper towels. So anyway, the lady went down there and looked and looked and looked, and couldn't find any. She said, we can't find any. I said, well, will y'all take Mother a roll of toilet paper down there so that I can bring her a new roll of toilet paper, a new pack of toilet paper today when I go pick her up for her doctor's appointment. She has a, well, it's not a doctor's appointment, it's an ultrasound. And so they said yes. And then I thought, well, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I didn't take that up there. So I called the nurse's station. And they asked the nurse, and the nurse said, yeah, you brought a big old pack of toilet paper on Friday. Because I had just seen Mother on Thursday, because I had to take her to a doctor's appointment. And she said, I need toilet paper. And I said, okay, I'll bring you some in the morning. So I just don't know where she's put 8 rolls of toilet paper in 5 days. So I'm going to go buy Sam's when I get through drinking my coffee. I'm going to get ready. Go to Sam's and buy another big old pack of toilet paper and take it there, and then I'll take her out to lunch and take her to her doctor's appointment. Yeah, I don't know. I'm at a loss. I don't know where she put 8 rolls of toilet paper. I don't know. It's just her in the room. I have no idea. If they can't find it, mother can't find it, what'd she do with it? Don't know. Don't know. Rebecca had a consulting job yesterday, so I'll let her tell, but she, let's say her eyes were wide open yesterday when she got to where her consulting job was. It is so funny, but I'll let her tell it. And let's see. Eli, he had babysitting duty and he had field trip duty yesterday. It was Junie's, her class went to the zoo. And all of Junie's little friends just flocked to Eli. And Eli finally looked over at all the mamas and he said, I see y'all over there not helping me get out of this situation. He said, I see all you mamas over there not helping me. Yeah, everybody loves Eli. He's so good with kids. I wish he had kids because he's so good with them. Let's see, what else? So whenever we went in the pool twice yesterday, and it's still filling up because, you know, I drained it by mistake. So we turned the water back on a while ago before Chris left for work. And we got in there yesterday, and the water is, you know, this deep, which is perfect for them. They played and kicked, and they helped us clean it, and it was a mess. It was a mess. But they were tired when they got out. I was tired. And I was supposed to make Italian pie, but I didn't. Because they were still here. And I can't cook while they're still here. It's just no way. It's impossible. I don't know how I did it when I had kids. But those grandbabies keep me hopping. So anyway, I told Chris, I told Eli, I said, Eli, I said, can you eat steak and eggs from the Waffle House? He said, yeah, because he's on a all-protein diet. And I said, well, he says, is everybody going? I said, no, we're going to let them go on home when their daddy gets here. And we'll go eat steak and eggs at the Waffle House. Well, I won't eat steak and eggs, but I'll eat eggs. And a little bit later, they were still here. The kids were still here, and Nathan was still here. And Eli said, Dad, can we go to the Mexican place instead? And of course, it didn't matter to Chris. And he said, yeah. So we just finally asked Nathan and the kids, y'all want to go with us to the Mexican place? And of course, he said, yeah, that sounds good. What did Rebecca say? And I said, oh, I hadn't told her yet. And so he texts Rebecca. So I immediately picked up the phone to ask Rebecca if they had supper plans, because sometimes she puts things in the crock pot for supper. And I picked up the telephone to FaceTime her, and she answered, and she's just a grin, and she's going, I said, you already know? She said, yeah, I already know. Nathan just texted me. So she was excited not to have to cook when she got home, because I don't know, she was like 3 hours away yesterday on her consulting job. I don't know what that was. But anyway, so we all went out and had dip again. I think we're half Mexican because we love Mexican food. Just love it. All right, I guess I'll get up and go get myself ready and go buy Mother some more toilet paper. Who knows? Well, that's 24 hours in my day. I guess that's what y'all wanted. Anyway, see ya. Like, subscribe, share. Bye, book.